Mango Math presents Wormhole, a second grade activity. Wormhole is a second grade activity that falls under the math strand of odds and order. And it's an odds and order activity where students generate measurement data by measuring lengths, and they show the measurement by making bar graphs. Wormhole has some math terms to increase understanding, and those are line segment, a section of line between two endpoints. Diagonal line, line adjoining two non-adjacent vertices or corners of a polygon. Horizontal, going from left to right or right to left. And vertical, going from top to bottom or bottom to top. The supplies that are provided in the envelope along with the information sheet and direction guide will be a wormhole game board and then worms that come in four different lengths. There are 4-inch worms, 3-inch worms, 2-inch worms, and 1-inch worms. To do the activity, the students will select 6 to 8 worms. They can determine how many they want to start with from the pile of worms, and they can choose any worms that they want. They will then take those worms and place them on the board and try to get all of them to fit on and get to the hole, or try to get to the hole with the least amount. They can choose which strategy they want to use, but as a group they will determine. So they will start with one worm on the start bar at the bottom, and they'll place him down, and they'll add another worm where that one ended off. So that first one was 4 inches, this one's 3 inches. They'll continue adding, this is 2 inches, another 4-inch, a 1-inch, and a 1-inch. And they'll measure how much it took to get there. There's 4, 3, 2, 4, 1, and 1. And in this case, it was a total of 15 inches to get to that hole. Now, they can write that information down on a graph and say it was 15 inches to get to their hole and compare that to somebody else to see if it took them fewer inches to get there or more inches to get there. Now remember, they're to use the worms that they had, so some of them might have to kind of wander around in the dirt until they get to the hole. Some guided questions to promote critical thinking would be: did it matter which worms were selected to get to the wormhole? What was the least amount of worms used to get to the wormhole? And what was the most amount of worms used to get to the wormhole? Let them explore on this one, come up with information, compare it to the other person who has the other board, talk about how they got there, what the results were, how few took them, or how many they could use to get there. It's a great activity. It'll get them thinking a lot. Enjoy.